Anyway, let's do it.
Hello?
Like you're shouting into a cave.
Hello? Hello?
Is anyone there? We can't hear you. We said hello. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, do it again.
Toy Story music.
You've got a friend in me. Okay, do it again.
Alright. What do I normally say now? I forget again.
You say,
hey everyone. Welcome to
it's chill, it's cool. It's,
Hello! Right.
No.
I know you... Hey, Harry just doesn't believe I can be a circus clown.
You can never be a circus clown. Just it's chill, you're welcome.
You're never going to get it through clown school. You're a failure.
It's not an audience...
You're just like your father.
It's not an audience of 50,000, it's an audience of 5, and you're just welcoming them in.
Hey guys.
Not that, no, it's 10. Audience of 10, we'll say.
Hello everyone.
No, 20. No, 25 people. There's 25 people in this room.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Playing Favourites. I went radio host.
Yeah, that was like, you said hello like 2 different words. Hello. Everyone.
Hello.
Okay, come on, just,
Hello, sailor!
Okay, where are we still? This is episode 40, by the way. We've done 40 of these things.
Yeah, I know. It's hard, okay? You don't have to do the intro like I do.
I know.
Oh, I'm moving my mic. Hello everyone, welcome to Playing Favourites, podcast in which I and my good friend Harry discuss our favourites in a variety of different topics. My name is Luke. I'm joined by my co-host Harry, and today we're going to be discussing our favourite...
What are we discussing, Luke? I mean, your guess is as good as mine. But before we hit the sack, let's I guess we'll scrape the bottom of the barrel before we Oh, I suppose actually we're kind of breaking fresh ground on this sort of topic. We haven't done a language episode in a little while, but I'm on cloud 9 to be here. So let's not boil the ocean or cut corners. Let's eat like a horse? Sorry, I've not heard that. I'm just looking at a list here. Eat like a horse.
Harry, let's address the elephant in the room.
Oh, that's a good one. Idioms. What are they?
We're talking about idioms. Idioms, what are they? How do they work? Where do we get them?
But let's scrape the barrel.
Look, Harry, you can't have your cake and eat it too, okay? We have to get to it.
All of these idioms. Okay, well...
This is the worst intro we've ever done.
Possibly, yes, but it's fine. You can't say that, because then we are scraping the bottom of the barrel.
People right now, listening at home, they're going to be judging this book by its cover, and they're going to go, this is a bad episode.
Okay, that's enough. Look, the idioms. Because this one I've taken seriously, Luke. I Googled it before, because I had so many candidates, so many ones to consider, and I was like, okay, I need to figure out what an idiom is. So I Googled it, as any sane individual would. Yeah. And the definition that Google gives me is very particular, so I'm wondering if you'll agree with this. A group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. E.g., over the moon, see the light. Which kind of implies that, because one I was considering one that I quite liked, I was considering for favourite, was the term death or glory. Okay, yeah. It's all or nothing. It's blah blah blah. And I quite liked death or glory as I've heard it a few times as like it's a very extreme version. But you can deduce what it means from just the words.
But I think you're right. You can deduce what it means from the words, but the meaning in which you are using it, I'm assuming, is non-literal.
It's not actually death or glory.
You are not at risk of death for most of your actions, from my understanding.
Most of them, yeah. It's I'm wondering how far it has to be removed. This feels like, you've got some that are so far removed, like what does, sell like hotcakes mean? How well do hotcakes sell? I don't know. But, this is very close.
This is the thing, though, right, is that idioms are non-literal, right? If you were to suggest something as selling like hotcakes, you don't mean like in a bakery with specific prices, and it's a suggestion of meaning, right?
Yeah, true.
But I don't think that necessarily means that it's non-deducible, right? There are plenty of idioms where you could hear it for the first time and you might not know specifically what it is referring to, but through context and such, you could probably pretty accurately manage to figure out, what you are attempting to say.
Yeah. True. I suppose, so you're saying there that you disagree with the Google definition. You think it's
I disagree with Google. I hate Google.
Okay, right. That's a very strong. Let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, Luke. Like that is quite a strange how naturally they come. Like, it feels like other ones even on the list that just came out. That just because I have got just in front of me 150 useful idioms with examples, but yeah, it's strange how natural they feel.
It's. A lot of idioms are so ingrained within our language, right, that you wouldn't even realize that some things you're saying are idioms.
I suppose I suppose so.
Because, it's just a generally expected... How often has this happened to you? Okay? You will say a phrase in a normal conversation, right? You'll say, God, I can't think of any idiom that would... Yeah, okay, let's go with a random one. Cut the mustard, okay?
Okay.
Do you know what that means, right?
To like be like good enough for something.
Yeah,
to
sufficient.
Make it. Yeah, sufficient. Yeah.
Like, and you might say like, oh, that's not going to cut the mustard, right?
Yeah.
Now, me and you both understand what that means, and I could imagine myself using that in a random conversation, right?
Yeah, true.
And I generally have the expectation that people would understand what I mean.
Okay.
And I think, it is part of my natural lexicon, I suppose.
Yeah.
But there is also
the risk.
The random risk that one day I'm going to be like, that's not going to cut the mustard, and someone's going to say, what the hell are you talking about?
But that being said, I actually think most... Oh, do I want to say most idioms? Yeah, I'm going to say most idioms. Most idioms... I think you actually can deduce from context. Like, almost to the point where I disagree with, Google's definition a little bit.
I think I would agree, yeah.
Because my favourite idiom, not too common, might have been heard. I think you might have heard it at some point. There's a little clue there. Okay. But I think you can figure it out from context. Like, the words and the pieces... give you enough of an idea. I wouldn't say it and you'd go, wait, go back. What did you just say? Like, we're going to stop the conversation to pause what you just said. Like,
there are some idioms where I would do that, to be fair.
If they're particularly ridiculous or, facetious, then maybe. Or if it's just funny or, perhaps so. And in fact, on the topic of sort of interesting, intriguing or unfamiliar idioms, Luke, on the title, this is a bit of a surprise for you. You ready for a surprise?
Go ahead.
I've actually got a sort of long time away segment.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, Luke, I've got an installment of Planing Favourites.
Planing favourites.
Remember the segment?
Favourites from
around the world,
from around the globe.
Yeah, some whatever we're talking about from around the world. Obviously, we have our sort of Western UK white man bias. But Luke, I've got, thanks to quartz.com or QZ.com.
Thank you, QZ.com.
I've got 25 of the best idioms from around the world ranked, and I've seen 25, 24, and 23. So if you want to pull up this list with me, and we'll just have a look.
Let's
call out what you see. Because I'm looking at number 24, Italian Idiom, and please do get in contact if you've heard these, if they are right, if you do hear them in your native country. But I've got the phrase "can't stop being the owl," which means can't stop flirting, which is quite.
I love these because they give no context of where this comes from.
Yeah, it's just you got the place. That's Italian and French.
And
can't stop being the owl, and what it means, can't stop flirting. Which is sounds ridiculous to me, but very funny. But I suppose they're all ridiculous, right? That's I
quite like the bold one. Which is apparently the Cuban idiom for the Grim Reaper.
the Cuban Reaper. The bold one.
What does it mean?
These they're all, what is the origin of these? To go to the pineapple, from apparently it's Dominican, meaning to fight. To go to the pineapple.
Where does this come from? I suppose this is the interesting thing though, right? Is that, idioms are fundamentally ingrained within your own language, right? Where it's so built upon its own context that as soon as you separate it and attempt to translate it, it just becomes ridiculous.
Good point, actually. I suppose, these are, we say, one I remember hearing when I was younger was, we say, you got a frog in your throat, whereas in France they say to have a cat in your throat, I think it is.
Right.
Which sounds foreign, but it's no more ridiculous than frog in your throat.
Having a frog, yeah.
So you just kind of get used to it. Yeah.
To stand like a watered poodle is a German idiom. To be crestfallen. I think I could figure that one out.
No, I don't know what crestfallen means. What does that mean?
Like, to be, like, downtrodden.
Oh, yeah, sad essentially. Yeah, okay.
So, like, if I called you a wet poodle...
I'd probably feel
like I think you'd probably get that one.
Whereas one down from that, like the Puerto Rican, like a crocodile in a wallet factory, which means to be very nervous. I suppose you can pause
because they're made of like crocodile skin. Yeah, I guess I like that one.
But it's insane. Whereas, I suppose I don't know. They're making many crocodile skin wallets in Puerto Rico.
To be full of soup. Is a French idiom to mean to be fat.
To be fat. You're
looking mighty full of soup over there.
Yeah, which sounds almost sort of that sounds a bit more familiar than say one's talking about crocodiles. And then again, here's another French one. To fart higher than your bottom sounds almost very sort of. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I heard that in English. If I heard that in England,
I mean, it essentially means like. You're talking out your ass, right? It's the same.
It's the same kind of wheelhouse, which is
you're farting out your mouth.
Yeah, it's number 10. In case you're wondering, Japanese meaning to whine, to vomit the sound of weakness. That's almost
true.
Just poetry, isn't it? That's almost just sort of
to vomit the sound of weakness.
Yeah, that's like poetry in motion. Any others you want to call out, or So scroll to number 1.
Look.
Just sort of almost normal compared to some of the others, but Italian, to live very far away, to live in the butt of the wolf.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, why not? So, this was great. I saw this article and I thought, oh, what a cracker.
Is perfect.
Yeah, this is, because, language, obviously differs all around the world, but to see... It's idioms just as a whole are all mad. They're all like just in a bit crazy. It's all
totally nonsensical.
Yeah, it was just sort of the point. And that's consistent around the world. It would seem that it's just a bunch of weird little random because they're silly. It's they're idioms are just whimsical, like undeniably, like they have a silliness to them and a ridiculousness to them. I like just seeing because I've gone back to my sort of list of 150 useful idioms. A bird in the hand is two in the bush. Sounds familiar to me, an Englishman, but yeah, it's. I would love like a on some like I don't know Czechian website talking about 50 crazy English idioms, and everyone would be there just like baby out with the bathwater.
Why they're throwing babies out?
Oh, that's funny. Oh. On our sister Czechian podcast. Yeah, they'll be all over that. That is fantastic. But they're just funny. Like some of them just make me laugh, and they just inject a little sort of bit of.
There's some idioms that have like backstories, that have been totally lost to like the current meaning. But like we still understand what they mean, but we don't know where it came from, right?
Could you give an example?
So like looking a gift horse in the mouth is the one that I was thinking of specifically, which comes from like a
My guess is Troy. My guess is ancient Troy.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
I can't remember if there is. Oh yeah, okay. I remember. Well, I don't remember. I looked it up.
Okay.
It comes from the idea. So to not look a gift horse in the mouth is to question the value of a gift, right? And you shouldn't do that. And you get a gift, you should accept it and have it. But it comes from this idea where if you would give someone a horse, you would look in its mouth and see the length of its teeth.
Yes, no, I have. Oh fucking hell, yeah, I have.
And like tell how old the horse is.
Yes.
So it has like a literal
Yeah, no, it comes
past
from
to it rather than
yeah, literally. And so that one's coming from like I suppose some of them do just come from culture, don't they? I'm thinking now if I just saw on this list to cry wolf or to be someone who's crying comes from presumably the story of the boy who cried wolf.
The boy who cried wolf.
Which in turn, I suppose, probably when it was written or someone came up with it, had some relevance. It wasn't like I don't know. Was there actually, I suppose, it's the story of a shepherd's boy, isn't it? Who,
I believe so, yeah.
So I assume that would have been an actual thing that happened. People crying wolf and looking out for wolves to stop them eating all the sheep. That would have been it would have been literal at the time, whereas now it's, obviously sort of morphed into something less immediately relevant, but the meaning's still there, which is the point of idioms, right? They convey meaning. They're sort of a funny bit of shorthand to because again, I can't detach myself from the sort of humorous aspect to them. You know what one I just saw on the list? Let's call a spade a spade. That one makes me laugh every time.
Calling a spade. Yeah.
It just makes me laugh. Like I'll use it and I'll laugh because it's so. Let's call a spade a spade. Like it's just funny. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm racking my brain trying to think of sad idioms. Are there any
sad idioms?
Yeah, like you'll be at a funeral and be like, I don't want to rain on the parade here, guys, but like what? You probably definitely wouldn't be using. You probably definitely want to use that one at a funeral. Sorry to rain on the parade.
Sorry to rain on this really good time you guys are having right now.
Like, I suppose sometimes they're used as like wisdom, which is a bit more serious. I'm seeing here penny wise and pound foolish, which is a little bit sort of.
Yeah, there are some more wise idioms, I suppose.
Yeah, which I actually, and this is another sort of bit of minutia, that my first sort of thought when it came to this, this one came from my list. I think it was one of my ideas, but originally what I thought would be my favourite, I sort of disqualified because it was more of a piece of wisdom than an idiom. You wouldn't use it in conversation. It wasn't like a and this caused me to add nuggets of wisdom to our internal list. So I was like, that'd be fun. I just want to get this one out there. I just want to talk about my favourite nuggets of wisdom. But like, I suppose sometimes, idioms are meant to be, wise. Or
well, that's the thing. Usually, like, they kind of have a connection to the idea of like being a simple phrase that would convey a more meaningful idea than the phrase itself, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, it's almost like,
shorthand. It's shorthand to convey. Because the thing is, what's it like? It's shorthand to convey meaning. Well, all words are shorthand to convey meaning. Like that's why we just have language. Like
some of them are better than others, aren't they?
I suppose.
It like if you don't want to beat around the bush,
true.
You'd be using an idiom. You'd crack out an idiom that would, succinctly and precisely convey the message that you're trying to get across.
I actually don't know. If that is necessarily true because, like, I'm just scrolling this list. But by the skin of your teeth, ultimately is the word just. I just did it. Like I just managed to make it in there.
I'm not saying all of them.
But that's so. Are they?
But think about stuff like every cloud has a silver lining, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is, it's conveying an idea of, although things may look bad currently, there is always something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Right? There's this effort in an idiom to convey an idea without needing to be overly verbose, right?
Yeah.
So I like them because I just love saying words. So it really helps me to, just really pinpoint.
Do you find yourself gravitating more towards the impactful, gravitas-filled idioms, or do you like the silly ones?
No, not really.
Do you like the?
I would struggle to tell you.
Okay.
Because like right now we're really comparing apples to oranges.
Whoa.
In my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Okay then. Go on. Silly Queen, pop off. Is that? Whoa.
I really like swings and roundabouts though. That one.
Swings and roundabouts.
That's a good one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like.
We'll get to that. I tell you what. I've just that's something just come out. That's come out of the blue, so to speak. I just said Slay Queen.
Oh yeah, dude. I did want to.
Is that an idiom?
Modern idioms.
Modern idioms, like
Well, unless you're specifically suggesting that I, a queen, should go out
into
and
battle,
slay people.
Yeah, and like I'm looking at it now, like I've just googled modern idioms.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a BuzzFeed a BuzzFeed
a BuzzQueen
a BuzzFeed article for this.
Yeah,
you know, like,
well, I mean,
it's just sort of...
it's interesting, right? Because now we have stuff like Netflix and chill, right?
Yeah, fucking great example.
Which I think is, like, you know, a sentence that literally has no meaning if you go back before Netflix existed.
Exactly.
But now, like, everyone understands the implication, right?
Yeah.
And it's like,
fuck, this is
even stuff like if you were to compare someone to a character, right? Like a modern character, like that in some respects is an idiom, right? Like, but so if you say shit like Thanos was right, that's an idiom.
Well, hang on, have we just invented the metaphor? Is that just what's happening here? Like,
in some respects, because all idioms are like metaphor or simile, right? Or at least like
I guess.
But it's more the like suggestion behind it, right? Because you can have a metaphor that is, you know, not conveying a suggestion of what is happening currently, right? It's because I think an important part of idioms are application, right? The idea that you are suggesting something about someone's character or their behavior or just the general reality of a situation via metaphorical language, which I think is the importance here, right? That an idiom isn't necessarily... Like, all idioms are metaphorical, but not all metaphors are idioms.
Yeah, no, I guess that's it. Which does make them sound very sort of grandiose and, like, powerful. And some of them are, you know, you're talking about, like, apples and oranges and kicking a bucket. Which I think actually does take on. I've got an interesting little spin on United favourites here. I just want to throw this out there because I think it could be fun.
Okay, go ahead.
Look, I've got a whole bunch of British phrases and slang words, right? Okay?
Yeah.
That qualifies idioms. I'm just going to throw them at you. Tell me what it means.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, go.
I'm buzzing.
You're happy.
Yeah.
Pleasant.
To be slightly drunk or excited, right? Oh, look, it's chucking it down.
It's really pissing it down. It's really...
You just said a different... Sorry,
I just did a different...
Yeah. Okay, well, you can fucking do one. You can do one.
You can fuck off.
Translation, get lost.
Which I think is an idiom.
What? What is?
Fuck off.
Is it? I suppose it doesn't... I suppose it's not literal, but... This one I've never heard of. It's parky out, Luke. It's a bit parky out.
It's cold.
Oh, did you know that one?
I literally just answered you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. Did you just fluff?
What?
Did you just fluff?
I don't know that one.
Neither did I. No. That means did you just fart?
Did you fluff?
Did you just fucking fluff? You fucking fluffing in my house. Mate, I'm going to give you a bunch of fives. What does that mean?
Are you going to punch them? Beat them up?
Absolutely. I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted.
That's just very sad.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed. But to be fair, I'm on the pull. So, you know, you can't...
Oh, that means you're finding someone tonight. You're on the pull.
There you go. And being on the pull means to be on the lookout for someone to have sex with during a wild night out, according to matadornetwork.com.
Thank you, matadornetwork.com.
But there you go. They're not... some of these are taking the mickey. What does that mean?
Oh, you know, I almost said taking the piss. I almost did it again.
Yeah, it is. You've got to be careful.
They're you know, they're being a bit ridiculous. That would be the word that I'm looking for.
There you go. But let's not waffle. What does that mean? Last one.
You know, we're kind of going on a bit too long.
There you go. We're waffling.
Getting a bit long in the teeth.
Oh, is that one? Long in the teeth?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's going on for too long.
Don't want to do a bodge job of that one. Oh, I need to get off this list. These are great. These like UK ones. Jammy, smarmy, faff. Love faff. Love the word faff.
You're faffing about.
Is that an idiom though?
I mean, that's just a word. I think
some of these are just slang, aren't they? Yeah.
They're slang, yeah.
Yeah. Which is a whole other...
This list isn't all it's cracked up to be, Harry.
Wait, is that an idiom? I suppose it is, isn't it?
Baby.
What is cracked up to? Which, I mean, yeah, and we could do a whole other episode talking about, like, slang.
Words.
Favorite slang word, actually, could be a sort of sister episode to this. An interesting one, actually, which we'll just quickly touch on, is, you know what a fossil word is?
A fossil word?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
A fossil word is a word that, and this is actually an interesting little point. We were talking about idioms. Here you go. I'm so glad I've got this. A fossil word is a word that is broadly obsolete but remains in current use due to its presence within an idiom. So, for example,
like hotcakes.
I suppose, yeah, maybe in a way.
No one's eating hotcakes.
So you go. There's a bunch of examples on the Wikipedia page. Ado. So without further ado, with no further ado, much ado about nothing. No one says ado. Like,
Yeah, true.
Like, I suppose ado means like
to bid goodbye.
No, you're thinking of
French.
Yeah, you're in the wrong language.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Bated, as in wait with bated breath, which is great. So these are some great idioms, to be fair. Like, some of these, beck, one's beck and call.
Beck and call, yeah.
Yeah.
Ebb. You know ebb?
Who?
Like ebb and flow.
Yeah, and I know who ebb is. Well, I know what ebb is.
I mean, no one talks about ebbs anymore, is all I'm saying.
No, you're not wrong. Which is why it makes it so funny to me to make use of them. I like just using words that are strange. Like, I like, you ever heard of the word whelmed? You've heard of overwhelmed and underwhelmed?
I'm whelmed.
Just fucking whelmed.
Pretty whelmed. Right
shebang!
Now.
As in the whole shebang. Whoa! Some of these are great. Check this one out in the show notes. This is great. Days of yore. Vim and vigor.
Days of yore.
Yeah, in the days of yore, like previous. Nap, meaning to steal, as in kidnap.
Oh, kidnap. Yeah.
I don't even think about. Yeah.
Catnap. Like catnapper.
Whoa.
You don't hear that anymore.
Born fossils. These words were formed from other languages by elision, or by mincing of other fixed phrases. Caboodle.
What the fuck are you talking about now? What is happening? Where are you now?
As in kit and caboodle. Isn't that that's a CBeebies program? Druthers.
What the hell is kit and caboodle? You've gone too far. You're not in the real language anymore. What are you?
What intonation?
What intonation?
Is that what you're saying right now, Luke? What intonation? Oh my god!
It really feels like you're just trying to kill time right now, Harry.
That's a very powerful idiom, isn't it? Kill time.
To kill time.
Yeah. Oh my god! I feel like I'm being overwhelmed with idioms right now. Like again,
I'm quite whelmed actually.
There you go. But
it really feels like I'm playing second fiddle right now. I've hit that point where I'm just reading idioms again.
Oh my god! What? Luke? What? Is that
playing second fiddle?
No. Playing favourites.
Playing second fiddle.
No, that's not the implication.
Playing favourites is an idiom. Yes.
Our show is an idiom.
Yes.
Whoa.
You're right. That is surprising when you think about it that way.
What?
We exist within an idiom.
Is your favourite idiom playing favourites?
That would have been a really good answer.
You can still change your mind, don't you? Okay, right. That is... What the fuck?
Yeah, to play favourites.
But is it an idiom? Because what does that mean?
Yeah. It doesn't mean anything. Well, it does mean something, obviously. But literally, it doesn't.
No, because it isn't... but, are we using it as an idiom? Have we made playing... Because, in this show, we play our favourites, don't we? We, at the end of...
Not like in a card game.
But basically we do, right? At the end of the show, when we do our favourites, we sort of play them, don't we? Like, you're playing a card from your hand.
I guess, we do. There is a vote as well. To see who wins.
Yeah, but we are literally playing favourites. From the sort of, more conceptual idea of, playing favourite, I'm picking you over you, unwarrantedly, which isn't a word. I just made it up. So, this has blown my mind. I
would say it is still an idiom. It's definitely a reference to the idiom, even if we are literally, playing favourites.
I'm going to Google playing favourites. Hang on.
It is an idiom, if that helps. Playing favourites is an idiom. Play favourites.
Right.
To play favourites.
I've Googled play favourites. Well, playing favourites.
Yeah.
Top one. Oh, I just listened to the North American Google lady say the phrase play favourites. No, they say...
Why'd you gas?
I don't know. Because it was exciting, because that's the name of the show we do. It says North American. I didn't know the phrase playing favourites was North American. Did you know that? I just heard it through your microphone. Thank you, Google lady. The example is, I think the publisher is just playing favourites, and I'm very offended. That's our show.
Why are you so shocked by that?
I don't know, it's just exciting.
What do you mean?
Because, you know...
It's a phrase people use.
I know, but, like...
That's why we called the show that.
I know, but, like... You know... It's like when you know... It's like when you see something... You're in...
They said the line.
Yeah, you know, you're in school, you've done a little colouring, that colouring ends up on a display. You know, and it's like, oh, I made that.
But they have nothing to do with our show.
Okay.
It's just the phrase.
It's like you coming up with something that could happen in a movie, and then it happens in the movie, and you go, oh, the thing. It's the pointing Leonardo DiCaprio meme. It's like, look,
that's an idiom.
You're in too deep, my guy. You're in too deep.
That's an idiom.
Is it?
Memes are idioms. They're visual idioms.
Luke, everything is an idiom cob. It's gone
visual. They are
absolutely off the rails, so to speak. He's gone absolutely.
That's a visual idiom. I'm not kidding, right?
Yeah.
If we were having a conversation, just a regular conversation, and I said pointing Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
Yeah.
That is an idiom.
Look, I know we invented the metaphor earlier, but like this is honestly just too far.
This isn't a joke. This is real.
You can't just say that everything that isn't immediately literally what it says is an idiom.
Why not?
I mean, it can be like a metaphor, I suppose, or it can be like it just feels strange to be sort of like.
But it's not a metaphor.
But it just feels a little bit extreme, unusual, like to the point where I don't even know what even is. Like, can my favourite idiom at the end of the show be the pointing Leonardo DiCaprio meme?
You know what? If you said that, I would be okay with that. I would be like, yeah, you know, it's an odd choice.
Possibly riots. Possibly literally riots.
There would be riots in the street.
Riots in the street, as they just say.
Shut up.
I'm actually just now I'm just like scrolling.
I think people would be... It would be a sad state of affairs, I feel.
Related searches, playing favourites meme. This shit's crazy. I can't live with myself. I can't sleep tonight if we just say that everything non-literal is an idiom. I simply can't.
Yeah?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You just sat in silence?
Yeah. I had nothing to say.
Oh, okay. Well, we're on air, so you're going to have to say something.
Where am I?
I wonder... You know, I just use the phrase, like, I won't be able to sleep at night.
It's an idiom.
No, that isn't. That definitely isn't.
It is.
It definitely isn't.
It is.
It isn't. It's hyperbole. I'm saying that it would be on my mind, and that's escalated to, you know... I've drawn the line.
That escalated quickly.
Okay, but that's, you know...
I hate to tell you this, Harry.
That is insane. I think
that's an idiom.
No, I think I won't be able to sleep at night. It's just exaggeration. It's just hyperbole. It's...
Right, well, okay, fair enough.
You know,
I'll give you that one.
I think...
what if you were tossing and turning?
Maybe, I don't know. I think the way it's presented, the way it's worded...
I'm a light sleeper.
Yeah, but like that's not...
That's an idiom.
No, it isn't.
I'm up at the crack of dawn.
Okay, that can be an idiom because maybe you don't literally mean the crack of dawn, you mean you're up early.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go hit the sack.
Yeah, okay, idiom. You know... I cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel on this one.
Everything is an idiom.
I'm crying.
I slept like a log last night.
No, entirely literal, not an idiom.
I became a log.
I'm a wizard. Yeah, no, but man, it feels like a contentious one. Where you draw the line, which is an idiom, by the way. Where you draw the line,
drawing a line is an idiom. Yes.
Where you draw the line of what is and isn't an idiom.
So what we're learning is that for the fan responses to this episode, they could have literally put anything.
Literally just said anything. What the fuck? Okay, well, let's in that case, let's do the people's favourites. Let's take a look.
Moving on.
In fact,
that's an idiom.
Moving on. Stop saying it every time. Is. That's an idiom. I know. Like,
that's an idiom.
Keep the lid on it.
Because we're not moving.
You're mad. You're mad. You're mad.
No, moving on is an idiom.
You're so mad. Okay, Luke.
I'm telling you, moving on is an idiom. If you're in a conversation, you're right. All right, let's move on. That's an idiom.
Luke, everything is an idiom, Cobb.
I'm not.
Henceforth, you shall be known.
This isn't even ridiculous.
I don't know. Maybe you're right on that one. Maybe you're right on moving on, I suppose. But I don't know. It just feels like, oh my god, it's literally everything an idiom. Luke, I have an important bit of playing favourites history.
Yeah?
We've had our first email.
Oh my god.
That we're going to discuss on the podcast.
Oh my lord.
We've had an email, so I don't know what the format is, on this. I feel like you bring the Twitter, I bring the emails, is how I've always envisioned it.
Hold on, I have to log into the email account. Give me a second.
No, you don't worry about it. It's a very brief email. Just sort of
responding. But I want to see it.
Oh, okay.
I want to know it's real.
We've had an email in from Georgia with the subject.
Thank you, Georgia.
Thank you. The subject, favourite idiom, and they've simply written, it's a very brief email. They've simply written swings and roundabouts. Which we mentioned earlier, and I knew that we'd had this email, so yeah. So we touched on it earlier, but we can't not decide not to talk about our first ever email, for the show.
You're right.
I don't have much to say about swings and roundabouts. It's quite fun, I suppose. It's quite a it's a silly one.
It's one of those idioms that I literally don't know what it means, but I use it all the time.
Good point, actually. Yeah, pinning down the meaning.
It's all swings and roundabouts.
Yeah,
it just means it's nothing, right? It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. There's nothing to gain from it. It's all swings and roundabouts.
I would almost sort of think it alludes to an element of sort of convolution or confusion or other words that end in "ution" and start with C. I think that it's kind of it's a bit crazy. It's it implies it's wild. It's swings and roundabouts, things that go back and forth and spinning around. It's
swings and roundabouts. It's incredibly wild and bizarre objects.
But they're full of they spin and they swing and they it's mad, it's manic. Swings and roundabouts. I don't think it is just neutral. I think it's it's all over the place.
I'm looking at a definition now.
Okay.
You say so it says, if you say that a situation is swings and roundabouts, you mean that there are as many gains as there are losses.
Ooh, okay.
And I think that is the context in which I use it most of the time. It's it's all swings and roundabouts. It doesn't matter what we do here. It's going to end up the same way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I suppose it's almost sort of weirdly pessimistic in a way to say it's talking about children's playground activities.
I mean, it would be... Okay, I'm going to rephrase the idiom so that it makes more sense, right? Okay, so imagine...
There's no meaning to anything.
Close your eyes.
Eyes are closed.
Okay, we're at your house.
Okay.
And we're talking about...
You've only been to my house, I
have... Okay, it's not relevant, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Can we be at somewhere we're both more familiar with?
We're at one of our friends' houses.
Okay.
And imagine we have to get somewhere, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to KFC.
Okay.
And we're talking about whether or not we want to take an Uber or we want to walk.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? And we have a very long conversation about this thing.
Of course.
About this possibility.
Which people at home might be thinking is, ridiculous. Why would two people discuss something so trivial in such detail? Well, to those people, I say, have you ever heard of the concept of playing favourites? We can do this we can do this all day.
And then idiom, by the way.
We were both thinking it, okay.
If I were to then say, what's the point in having this conversation? Do you want to take the swing or do you want to take the roundabout?
Whoa! Okay. Holy fuck. Yeah, okay. I almost like that idea of sort of spinning on its head, flipping the script, so to speak, and, just turning it into something different. That is, God, I really do wonder how many of these idioms, we would have just used and not thought about in a normal episode. I feel like it is not out of context whatsoever for me to say flipping the script on something like that.
But that one, yeah.
But I kind of like that as an idea. And yeah, to which, is that the context that this would be used, swings and roundabouts?
I think so, yeah. Because there are situations like the one I just described where I would definitely throw in, it's all swings and roundabouts. Like, it doesn't matter.
But then,
I would usually use it in a situation where I'm loosey-goosey. I'll go either way. I don't mind. It's all swings and roundabouts to me.
But then, okay, let's think, do you want to order food or should we make something? We've got some stuff in the freezer. Oh, well, it's more convenient if we order it, but there's a bit of a price hike there. Oh, do you want to, I suppose we can make something that might be healthier. Oh, I don't know, it swings and roundabouts. What? That seems so unnatural. That doesn't seem like it fits.
Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't use it in that context.
But literally, according to the definition you looked at, it would make sense.
Well, I might. Because I might say it if I mean, I don't mind.
Yeah.
The outcome for me is the same either way. I get food.
I mean, I guess, and you just go... But I don't know if there's a single point there where you could just go, swings and roundabouts. Everyone would be like, that's a normal thing to say.
I think you could.
Maybe.
And I think I have, in fact.
I love
saying swings and roundabouts.
It's a fun one, because it's fun.
One of my faves. But, it was actually second place for...
Well, Georgia's going to be very happy to see that. Georgia's going to be very happy to hear that.
Unfortunately, I can't do it. Because if I say it, that's my idiom. My idiom would have been really good in this context.
Oh, wow, okay. That's no clue. Which actually, that is actually devastating for me. You'll hear that later. Oh my goodness. Also, can I open my eyes, by the way?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Oh, my laptop's gone off. I then fuck the recording.
That's an idiom, by the way.
Can I open my eyes? No, I literally had my eyes closed.
No, but you didn't.
I did the entire time, from when you told me to close my eyes.
No, but you didn't.
I did, I closed my eyes.
You don't have your eyes closed.
He's gone mad. He's gone mad.
I'm not. I'm not.
You have gone mad.
I'm
Luke,
not.
Anything is an idiom cop. He's here in the room.
You don't close your eyes.
You've gone mad. It isn't. Not everything that isn't exactly. Because what do words mean? We made them all up. Nothing means anything. We can decide what words mean. So nothing means anything.
Close your eyelids. Not your eyes.
This is insane. If your favorite idiom, it ends up being have we got any tomato sauce or something? Just what does it mean to have something? Of course it's an idiom. We're shutting down the podcast. If it's something because it is so. That is so. I don't know, man. This is insanity. But let's throw it over to Twitter, so to speak. Don't literally throw anything. I don't want you to get confused and think that.
Well, no, I think everything is an idiom, so you're going to give me any instruction, I'm going to assume you mean it non-literally.
Okay, well, take us to Twitter, Luke. Let's see what they have to say.
I need to load up the Twitter.
You're so lazy because you thought, Harry's doing it today. He's got the email up.
Right, this one's from Cass. Thank you, Cass.
Thank you. Okay, what we got?
Put your foot in your mouth.
Okay.
Mostly because the imagery is hilarious to me. I actually use this one sometimes.
Okay, that's interesting. What do you think of that? What do you think of putting your foot in there?
What do I think about putting my foot in my mouth?
Yeah, how's that? Do you want to do it live on air? That would be quite. I ate the raw egg, Luke. You've got to put your foot in the mouth.
I'm not going to do that.
At least try. At least give us the audio of you fumbling around, maybe taking a sock off.
What?
Oh my god, he's doing it! The foot's in his mouth. Okay, no, that's it. That's that bit over.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Thoughts?
It's good. I like it because this is one where the actual meaning of it is completely separate from the literal text, right? Because it's the same as you've put your foot in it now, haven't you?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Where it's what does that actually mean? Because it means nothing to do with.
Yeah, true. It's very
or your mouth.
It's very far
removed.
Yeah, which is a good point. I actually think I don't dislike this idiom, but I don't think it would be my sort of. It's not upper echelons. It's not one I'd often use. Mainly because I just think the imagery is sort of repulsive. It's kind of it disgusts me.
You hate the idea of someone having their own foot.
Feet are gross. All
right,
and this is. And this is why, put your foot in it. Oh, I kind of prefer that version because it's not gross. It's just your foot.
Well, I mean,
it's going into something. Oh, that's fun.
I would use those two in two different situations, right? If you put your foot in it, that means you've done something embarrassing. If you've put your foot in your mouth, you've said something embarrassing.
Yeah, they are slightly different. But because it is, I can almost taste it. You can think about, there's that...
Why?
Because there's that experiment you can do. Everyone at home do this. Look around wherever you're listening, and if you look at something, you can imagine what it tastes like if you were to lick it. Right?
No.
Yes, that's a thing.
I can't do that.
You can. Look across your room.
I'm doing it right now. What do you think I'm doing?
What are you looking at?
I've got some popcorn on my desk there.
And you can't imagine...
a bag, not...
Yeah. And you can't imagine the taste of... You can't... Just, a couple of pieces, just, Can you not imagine the taste of that popcorn on your tongue?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
This is actually astounding. This isn't like a thing I just heard once or made up. This is... In fact, I think we did this on stream. Or I did this on a live stream or something.
I know we did the one about... Can you imagine an object in your mind? Yeah,
but that is surprising then that you can't. I wonder, maybe that's something for people to email in or get back to us on. If you can. This
is really leaving a bad taste in my mouth, Harry.
No, it isn't. It's leaving nothing in your mouth.
It's an idiom.
It's not real. You've been idiom. This is your villain origin story, Luke. Anything is an idiom called.
That is an idiom. To leave a bad taste in one's mouth.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
that one's real.
So you can't imagine the taste of your foot in your mouth. This is strange. I'm right here.
I don't know what my foot tastes like. But
you can imagine it. You can imagine.
I can't. I don't know what it tastes like.
This is actually really surprising. I think. I'm going to Google. Can you taste?
I'm not.
Something?
Maybe I am the weird one because I can't. I have imagined tastes before, but I'm not able to do it at will.
I don't know.
I don't think I really can imagine taste. I have.
So you couldn't imagine the taste of bacon right now?
I wouldn't want to. I've gone vegetarian here.
Oh, vegan bacon. Your favourite vegan alternative. Bacon. Okay, yeah.
If you imagine bacon, you're no longer a vegetarian.
Sorry to any vegetarians who may be listening, and as a result of this anecdote.
You mentioning bacon has made them taste
I've been
bacon.
stripped of your titles of vegetarianism. But I was trying to think, there's an idiom at my fingertips there I can't quite think of. Stripped of
Did you do that on purpose?
Holy fuck! It's idioms all the way down. It's literally... that was actually... Wow, okay. But, point is, I can imagine the taste of my own foot, and it's not nice. And the one that...
How did we get so lost in the weeds?
We did. Oh my god. Lost in the Weeds is a great one. That actually was one of my shortlisted ones. So I love the imagery. I love getting lost. In my mind, I'm tiny, and I'm in a garden, and I'm pushing through the weeds.
And you're tasting your own foot.
At the same time, it's awful. No, but another one I just put up on this list is go cold turkey. The idea of cold turkey, the meat, or uncooked turkey. I don't know. I'm not a huge meat guy anyway. But
I kind of assumed cold turkey meant it's been cooked, but it's now.
That'd be better with. Even though meats are kind of weird, and also you better be thinking about. You better be thinking about a live turkey, Luke. A live and happy turkey.
Cold tofurkey.
Yeah, good. But yeah, I'm looking for a little sort of disgusting one. I'm struggling. It is a very sort of thin margin, but so yeah. But other than that, is a funny one. It's humorous.
I like putting your foot in your mouth.
You like me putting my foot in my mouth.
Right, Maria's written in. Thank you, Maria. Maria's written in with a really good one, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's a combo idiom of... So, you're familiar with... we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, right?
Yeah, classic idiom.
And you're familiar with the other one about burning things. I know it's a combo of something, but I can't remember what the other
bridges?
Is. Burning bridges, yeah. You're familiar with burning bridges.
To burn a bridge, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But are you familiar with, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it?
I am. Because I'm familiar with the concept of a malaphor.
Oh, what the fuck?
There you go. That's what this is. This is a malaphor. It's the combination.
He had set me up.
No, a malaphor is a blend. It's a great subreddit for it. The blending.
The brightest crayon on the shred.
Yeah,
Shred and shed.
r/malaphor. But yeah, they're great. They're funny. They're impactful sometimes. They're used because they're playing off of idioms and r/malaphors. There you go. This is worth a look.
It's no skin off my teeth.
Yeah, perfect. They're great, right? Like that's just perfect. It gives it so much weight.
Out of the woods and into the fire.
Oh my god, incredible! Out of the woods and into the fire and out of the bathwater. I don't know. There's a little impromptu one. And this subreddit, to be fair, is more sort of comedic. So there's a tweet meant to say "hold on for a second" and "give me a minute" to a customer, and it came out as "hold me for a second." Another one I see is a classic meme. Therapist, what's upsetting you? Wife, he's always using common phrases incorrectly. Me, cry me a table, Linda. Which is fun.
There's more than one way to bury a dead horse.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, some of these are just great. My stepfather combined "that's a tough nut to crack" and "it's a hard pill to swallow" and ended up saying "that's a tough nut to swallow." That's fantastic. Yeah, they're funny, they're impactful. Malaphors as a concept, and Maria's one, which is a fantastic one. Yeah, as a representative of that, is just great. This is one of my all-time favourites of the people's favourites, I think.
That's so good. Love a malaphor.
Oh, I just had one. Can't teach an old dog that tricks are for kids.
You're a big fan of Tricks?
You know, the cereal. We've done favourite.
I'm familiar with the cereal, yeah.
Bob's Your
Oyster.
Oyster.
Not Rocket Surgery, Harry.
Rocket Surgery. Yeah, these are... Speak now or forever hold your horses. That's great. I don't know what that weird laugh I did before it was.
You've opened this can of worms, now lie in it.
That's great. That's so good. Oh my god.
Kill two birds with one bush.
I am all over malaphors. This is incredible. I could sit here here we go. They're just coming out now, but I could sit here all day and talk about malaphors. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what?
I agree.
Should we just I was gonna say cut to the chase. Should we cut to the chase? And you ready for our favourites, Luke?
I'm ready to play favourites.
Should we play favourites? We can say it. We can roll credits ourselves. We can say we're going to play favourites.
I did it again.
What?
The fucking Toy Story music.
Oh, right. I didn't catch that. Let's play favourites. Do you want to play favourites, Luke? Let's play favourites for a minute.
Let's go. You're really laying it on thick here.
I'm all over this. Do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
I can go first, yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm actually heartbroken. I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if I made it in, but I had what I thought was an absolute sniper shot at your fair. I thought I was going to finally get you back
excited to know what you thought it
for
was.
Brazil in episode 3. I was and chimpanzees later on. I was so ready to get you.
Yeah.
But what you said earlier, you gave a clue that just doesn't line up with what I thought it was.
Yeah. What did you think it was?
I thought I had you with...
Yeah.
Because I know you like sayings that come in two parts. That, you know, usually people say, someone might go, oh, every cloud, but it has a second part.
Yeah.
And especially when that second part is lesser known. I thought I had you with bottoms up and the devil laughs. Which I'm assuming isn't your favourite.
It's not, no. But I do like that one.
I thought of it the other day. I put a reminder on my phone to go off while we were recording. Because I was like, I can't lose this. I can't. Okay.
I do like that one. Okay. I say that one a lot as well.
Yeah, because I know you always complete it. And so I thought maybe. But if not, that's fine. I don't have any other guesses on that.
My favourite idiom, Harry, is... you got to break a few eggs to make an omelette.
Oh, okay. Very Luke for some reason. I can't quite place why, but yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, okay. No, that is a good one. That is good.
Just
what is it?
Eggs.
What is it? The imagery? Is it you're imagining the taste of the egg, or like?
No, clearly not.
No, it's definitely not. After the previous,
I don't know. I think it's just one of those ones where I think I have literally no idea. I just love the applications of it.
Yeah. Okay. Is there an imagery component to that, or?
Yeah, I just love making omelettes.
Yeah. Okay.
Love the taste of omelettes. No, I really have. I think this might be the one I have the least reasoning on.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's the one saying where if I have an opportunity, I will say it 100 times out of 100.
That's good. And I suppose it does come in two parts, doesn't it? Yeah, you got to break a few eggs.
You got to break a few eggs. Yeah.
Very villainous, by the way. I'm playing into your
villainous. Yeah, extremely villainous.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I don't love its application in a villainous sense. You know.
That's less good. But no, I do like that. I do agree it's a good one. I really like, and we'll get to this in a second, I really like the ones that are just really defined, really strong in their imagery, really just pick something random, or I pick a concept and are just married to it, you know, like I'm just quickly scrolling down the list to find, you know, up Shit's Creek without a paddle, you know. Yeah. That's committing to kayaking, isn't it? That just really is, like...
Yeah,
just on it.
He loves kayaking. That one.
Yeah, like it's just, you know, it's really defined. It's not just a sort of nothing one. It's, you know, it's got clout. It's got meaning. It's a widely used one as well. So it's
it's got application.
Yeah, people aren't going to question you for it. Why talking about eggs?
About omelettes.
Why are you talking about omelettes? I'm just trying to think. Your favourite way to cook an egg wasn't an omelette, was it? It was
don't
Scotch eggs.
Break all your eggs in one basket.
Oh, okay. That's a little malaphor there. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Fantastic. If you're ready, I'll move on to.
It's a lot of egg and chicken based idioms, huh?
And turkey as well.
Don't count your eggs before. No, don't count your chickens before they've hatched.
Don't count your chickens before they go cold turkey.
Don't count your chickens in one basket. Anyway, right, moving on.
That's great.
Harry.
I'll take a rain check on that parade.
Shut up.
So that's a great... So I just saw on this list I'm looking at, 55, 56, I ran on someone's parade and take a rain check, and I was like, there it is. I can also see that on this list, the person writing it has very clearly had like a little chain of thought, because they've gone, rain on someone's parade, take a rain check, take it with a grain of salt. They had like a little sort of run there.
They really just kept going with it, yeah.
So... Okay, yeah, my favourite is small. One of the reasons I think I like break up legs.
That's not an idiom, that's just a word.
No, it's one of the reasons I think I like yours is that it's long. And you can shorten it as well. So it's convenient, but also has a full bit of meaning.
You've got to break a few eggs.
Yeah. But I really like the imagery-focused ones. And I think... this is the moment where I have to commit. There's two battling out, but I think my honourable mention is going to be Can't See the Forest for the Trees.
Okay, yeah, good one.
Because it's great, isn't it? It's, you know, it's shortenable. Can't see the forest. It's got imagery. It's got good meaning. It's really usable.
Yeah.
Do you have any guesses, by the way? Like, I don't think this is guessable.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm lost. I'm lost in the weeds.
You are lost in the weeds.
Again.
Can't see the forest for the weeds.
It's a good one.
There you go.
That's a good malaphor.
Thank you. But
apples to apples, dust to dust. I'm on the malaphor somewhere.
You are lost in the weeds. But no, look, my favourite, tying into the imagery theme. And I talked about death and glory earlier. I like the dramatic ones as well.
Yeah.
And combine that with the imagery.
No smoke without fire.
Not quite, but well, Luke, you know, I suppose I have the knowledge, you don't, and honestly, that's my cross to bear.
Oh, you know? Okay.
That's my cross. It's a really difficult one to use. It's difficult to slip in, but like when it comes up, and it is usable.
I think it is one of those idioms where if you throw it out in the wrong time, you are going to sound like a dickhead.
But maybe I don't know what, like, because
not you specifically. I'm just saying, like, you know. If someone, like,
if you're at a funeral,
accused you of something, if you were at a funeral and they were putting the body to rest, and someone was like, I know you did it, and you go, well, that's my cross to bear.
Yeah. Because, I mean, how do you define it? It's like, you know, it's a weight to carry. It's, you know, it's...
Yeah.
there's something either jovial, you can use it sort of lightheartedly, or it can be a bit more dramatic. But I think I do like it because of the drama. It's obviously it's religious imagery, it's crucifixion, it's literally I assume it comes from Jesus carrying his cross to the crucifixion, as a heavy weight on his shoulders, like malaphor point. That's a cross off my shoulders. There it is. There's the malaphor. Oh,
everything has to be a malaphor.
I like this.
Favorite malaphor next
time.
Playing favorites.
That is I'm loving the malaphor arc here. This is great. No, I think it's dramatic enough. It is a little bit more it's a sort of a bit more niche, I would say, than your one. I think you've definitely got the Twitter poll with this. But
I'm sorry to tell you, Harry. I always have the Twitter poll.
But I'm happy with that.
I'm a man of the people.
I suppose so. Which didn't start that way, by the way. It took you ages to win your first fucking Twitter poll. At first,
I know, I realised I should just only say things that are universally agreeable.
And so you're saying that the listeners are playing favourites with you. You're their favourite.
I'm their favourite. Yeah.
Oh my god. Favourite playing favourites co-host the week after.
Playing favourites.
Oh, there you go. The last episode. Favourite episode of Playing Favourites.
Favourite episode.
Yeah. But, and I'm happy with Forest for the Trees as well as an honourable one, because I do really like that one. That is, that. It's a really honourable mention.
Like, that is really highly honourable mention.
Actually, with an esteemed, honourable mention, that is, yeah. So, fantastic, Luke. I think,
right. Good stuff.
I reckon that's it. I reckon that is episode 40. We've done 40
whole
of these.
Episodes.
Oh my
That's
god.
too many. We should get rid of some of the older ones so we can have less episodes.
Remember Ways to Cook an Egg? Remember I referenced that episode earlier? That was episode 20. So we have done as many up to that as we have since that, which is kind of unbelievable. But
Sticks and stones can break my eggs, but words can never make an omelette.
That one is good. I would. That is good, man. Okay, well, that's it. Episode 40. Christ. Well, thank you, everyone, and thank you for listening along. I hope you're enjoying the Playing Favorites experiment, because, God, I mean, we're still having fun with it. I think. I hope, and so hopefully you're having fun listening to them. Good stuff. Hopefully here's to another 40 more. But until then, you can follow us on Twitter @PlayFavorites. We tweet out whenever we're doing an episode, and you can tweet right back in with your favourite, whatever topic that happens to be. You can follow us on email. No, I haven't fucked the outro in ages. You can email in @PlayFavorites. No! You can email in playingfavouritespodcast@gmail.com. Where you can email whatever you like. Your favourite idiom, you can email them with episode suggestions, anything you like, your opinions on our opinions, whatever it may be, wherever that may take you. Yeah, we would love to hear from you on either of those two platforms. And I reckon that is it.
Yeah,
I think that is it. Is that it?
That can be it.
I don't plug the GINGERFORK Patreon anymore. I haven't done that in
no, a long time,
maybe sort of 30 or so episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, until then. So well, Luke, any final
Harry,
thoughts? Yeah.
I often think that you are much like a lighthouse in the desert.
Is that it? I don't know what that is.
Bright, but fucking useless.
Where did this come from? Is this a malaphor?
I'm sorry, that was so mean.
Is that a malaphor?
It's not really a malaphor, no, it's more just like an idiom.
It's just you being a dickhead.
It's just really mean. It's just bullying.